Alrighty, Hunter x Hunter episodes 120 and 121. Last episode, man. That's my top one moment. Godspeed Killua, that is the best thing I've seen from the show thus far. I hope we get to see more of it, man. Like, how dare they only give us a little taste. Now, it was pretty animated at the end of last episode, you know, after getting Godspeed Killua, after seeing Gon almost completely lose his mind, and just talking about the balance between that and then all these other things going on, like Ikalgo, for instance. It's very easy for me to appreciate what Togashi is trying to do here, and I really respect it because, like I've been saying, it's not what a lot of other shows do, really paying attention to every single detail, every single scenario, really adding to the real time aspect of things. So don't get it twisted, I appreciate it, but at this point I'm here for the hype, man. Like, this is why I watch shows like this, shonen fantasy action type of shows. The concept of Nen plus characters like Gon and Killua, it's just absolutely what I'm here for. And I've seen people talk about the pacing and the narrator and the jumping back and forth between things, and the opinion I've landed on, which I've seen a couple other people say as well, is I know I'm going to appreciate the way Hunter x Hunter is structured when I get to the end of it. So essentially what all this means is, if we're paying attention to a scenario that I'm not as invested in as something like Killua or Gon, for example, I might just not react to it that much. So I might cut a lot of that kind of stuff out of the videos. That's all it is, because for me there is a bit of whiplash, you know, from going from Godspeed Killua, which is my top one moment, to, again, I will say, Ikalgo running around in the underground trying to figure things out. Not that that's not important, and I know it's all going to matter, but there's such different tones around the situations, you know, I can only be invested in so much. With all that being said, we've got 20-something episodes left. I'm going to be committing to 2 episodes per video until the end of the series now. I'm finding it easier and easier to discuss Hunter x Hunter, as well as edit the videos. Like, we're 120 episodes in at this point. I've got most of it figured out. So we left off with a bit of Moral and Puff potentially. That's something that's been building for a long time. Puff was in the process of escaping, and Moral was kind of thinking things over. Should he attack? Should he wait? We're gonna see, but I know we're gonna jump around to some other things as well. I really want to see some Gon and Pito. I would love to see a conversation happen there. I'm really interested in that as well. And the King and Netro, of course. When are we gonna get to that? Like and subscribe. Check out the Patreon for early access if you're interested. And with all that being said, enjoy the video. Okay. That's a shake-up straight away, because we saw Shoot's mark disappear from YOUPI. Did Nov take him? Finn? It's not Miliaron, because he's with Killua. We're gonna find out. Fake and real. That music was. Hey, yo. Yeah, he did it. And Puff's right there. He's really smart like that, man. Is Puff about to lose it? What's this shadow?
15分あなたが煙の結界の解除を決断し、その間私はそっと煙をすり抜け、その誤解をつき、あなたの仲間を静かに始末している。
I mean, it was a good plan though, no? From both of them.
十分の時間、あなたは迷っているだろうと。
Well, clearly you were wrong.
随分と見くびられたもんだな。
いいえ、私は買いかぶっていたのです。あなたを。
He can do it like that? Where's he going? Here it comes.
正直私は困っていたのですよ。閉じ込められている状況。
Oh no. Puff Juniors?
私はあなた
Nah, I hate it, man.
だと思っていました。諸子を貫徹、任務に忠実。
I mean, Puff's trying to throw shade.
Deep purple.
This is not how I thought this fight would go. You gotta find the real one, man. Or the original one, I don't know. Yeah, oh, 100%, man. So where does Puff go? Does he go to YOUPI? He wants to go with the king, but he's off with Netero. Honestly, I thought this might happen. He's baited him. Oh, well, that's a problem. The Puff has lost his mind. You're gonna need some help, man. YOUPI. The Esper. Oh, I'm glad he's here, man. Ooh. I'm a bit nervous for Moral, man. Oh. Completely forgot about her. Oh, they're all dead. What are we doing here? Is that Bizev? Just leave him. Yep. Yep. I can't put my finger on this ant. I don't even know what animal she's meant to be. She wants to be a queen. She could move all that, she just didn't want to. Look at her legs. I feel like this might intersect with Icalgo somehow, I don't know. But another little B plot going on. At this point it's like an E plot. We'll see about all that. Beelzebub, Lord of the Flies. Doing some recon. Oh, he'd have to stay in there. But how is he supposed to know that, man? There's a lot more going on here, Puff, than you currently know about.
消えた中身が結界の外に出たのかどうかで迷えたはず。さらに私が結界の外から声をかけたとしても、それが本物かどうかで迷えたのです。
This is way too deep of a level, at least for me to be thinking about. Just remembering that Moral is far from 100%, right? He said that himself before we even came here. Maybe Moral is this smart, you know? And if he was 100%, maybe he would have been thinking this deep. This is exactly what I was saying.
極度の緊張状態の中、プフとの神経戦に臨み、疲労と焦燥から早まった判断に
That's exactly what all of this meant. Makes perfect sense.
ユピーとナックルの一騎打ちを防ぎ、サポートできたのはあの場面以外にはなかった。
So it has worked out in a way.
モラウのあまたの経験にも助けられたと解釈するのが妥当である。
Experience, man. Moral's been talking about that since the beginning. This ain't gonna last long at this rate.
西棟2階にピトーとあの娘、すぐそばに敵とおぼしき少年1名、地下シェルター入り口付近に3名、ヒナと兵隊槍1匹、そしてビゼフ。
Hina. Okay.
その背後にウェルフィン、前の3名を尾行している模様。しかし、なぜそばの敵はピトーを攻めない？東棟兵隊槍を控え室に1名、数日前に捕らえた人間。
Oh.
もうすぐ生まれる模様。
Wait, is this Palm? What do you mean born soon?
王がいない。一体どこへ？皆さん、一旦戻ってくるのです。
It's always about the king. Give me a little King and Netero update, you know, just a little bit. Oh, the boys.
作ってやるか。わざと隙を。
I think there's a chance Knuckle might be gone, man.
さあここだ来い
Is it really him? No. Get baited. Here comes the real one.
てめえようやく気づいたかマヌケ本物なんざ初めっからいねえんだよ
Oh! He was never here. He gonna blow up again.
ぶっ殺す
I didn't even think about that. Oh shit!
当たり前だろ
Was he here the whole time or did he just rock up? I don't even know, man. Oh shit! No fake explosion this time.
優先すべきは王の行方を知ること
I mean, he just needs to know that the king's alright, I guess.
剣付けがなかったら切れて突っ込むとこだった俺がお前の怒った顔の分身を出すのはお前がブチ切れて周りが全く見えてない時だけだからなお前は一旦分身に混じって現状でやるべきことをちゃんと考えろ
Oh, they'd planned this out already.
頭冷やして考えてみりゃあいつがシュートを連れ去れるわけがねえんだったかといってもう自力では動けないシュートを一体誰が
That is the question, isn't it? I might have to revisit that, but I enjoyed that. Hello, who? It was Nov. This is Nov's place. Yeah, he's still working behind the scenes, man. I'm glad. That's all we needed to see from that. Wonder if he's looking for Palm. This is what I want. Well, someone's pulling up.
それ以上こっちへ来るな
It is Puff. I had a feeling. Lot to unpack from just that one little shot there. I'm sure we're going to find out in the next episode, but quickly before we jump into it, Puff's the one who was supervising all of Kamugi and the King's games, and we know Puff had a lot of opinions about what was going on and what this girl's presence was doing to the King. But this episode is a great example of another really big change of pace, but still some good things happening, like this whole Moral and Knuckle YOUPI thing at the end. I actually quite enjoyed that. Alright, 121, let's talk about it. Defeat and dignity.
なぜですかあなたが声を発しなければ
You think so, Puff?
この子は気づいてたよプフが殺意を持って近づけばこの子は迷わず小麦の方へ突っ込んできたそんな一か八かはごめんだ
There's a lot going on here, Puff, man. You don't get it.
その娘を助けたいから彼はそこにいるのでしょう
He doesn't give a shit about the girl, man.
まるで彼女に危害を及ぼすかのような口ぶり
お前には関係ない黙ってろ俺は銃弾を終えたらゴンとこ戻
The boy charging up.
プフが結界から出た以上
Damn, straight from a power
考えられ
outlet.
た可能性が高いゴンはああなったらテコでも動かねえから最悪心中だな
He would, man, he would.
大丈夫俺にはカイトっつ最強の呪文があっからな
It is like that, though, isn't it? Keep gone down on Earth by talking about Kite.
あの時あんな悲しそうな顔をしてたんだ
It
よ
might have been because of what Gon said to him, man.
お前には関係ない黙ってろ
If Gon just kills Puff right here, I'd be so satisfied.
黙れ
The tension right now in this room. What a situation.
ここはあなたに任せることにしましょう
動くなそこにいろ鱗粉を使って人を操るんだろうそこから一歩も動くな
Oh, he's so smart. He said, I need to keep you here then.
プフ頼む
正気ですかそんな娘のために
王のためだ
何があったのです
Yeah, mate.
明らかにあなたの顔つきが違い
Yeah,
ます
she's completely different through this.
私が閉じ込められている間に一体何が
You've got no idea, mate. No way Gon is holding 2 royal guards hostage right now.
私はここを一歩も動かない代わりに教えていただきたいここで起きたすべて一部始終を
He said, give me the update. I think that's fair.
直接王の行方を聞けば警戒され口止めされてしまう流れの中に漂わせてくださいよ
they speaking telepathically?
失敗すれば修羅場それだけのこと
I think he's talking about Komugi a little bit, as well as Gon, but he doesn't understand. Komugi's survival is of the utmost importance for the king here.
もう一回やれば完全に自分のものにでき
The
る
boy learning quick.
腐れかすが
My boy is rage incarnate.
ユピーはまだ気づいていない。なぜ相反する感情が同時に成り立つか。己の現状に。
Okay, what is it?
怒りとは撒き散らすものでは
Damn,
な
look
く
at this guy.
何かに向けるものなのだ
Hey, yo, what's the... Hey!
ぶっ壊してやるよ
I want to know what this issue is. Is he doing too much?
時間です。利息がつきます。
We got to be getting close now.
今から3分50秒後。念能力の使用が不可能となる瀬戸際。
That's a long time though, man. Oh, Moral is cooked.
残り10体
I think Moral's just about at his limits here, it seems. I've been worried about Moral this whole time, thinking he might die.
なのにクソ体が心が動かね
I think Nov needs to pull up and take Moral away, man.
文字通りの限界はユピーの破産よりも早く訪れた。
え残りゼロ
I know Killua said he was going to Gon, but who else, man? Knuckle again?
怒りのエネルギーを別の部位に貯蔵する術を覚えたユピーの頭は
Oh,
冴
I
え
see.
ていた。
Okay, his rage is like all through his body.
どう見ても死にかけの小バエだぜ
It's always flies, man.
すげえなお前ら
戦闘の最中に驚異的な速さで進化し、モラウたちとの実力差を
On the right, his body here, it literally looks like Mahito's transfigured humans,
敗
man.
者への称賛であっ
JJK.
う
た。
まく言えねえがすげえって思ったからこそきっちりやらなきゃなけじめっつうのか
Right, no, I understand. This is different from how he was looking at Knuckle and Shoot, right? He's not going to ignore them.
今のこいつならやられてもいいかって思っちまってる
That's crazy. I don't think this is it. Who? Well, we nicked him though.
血だどういうことだ俺は奴らの仲間にテレポートできる奴がいると思っていたが
I mean, I don't think this was Nov.
ってことは透明なだけ
It could be
スケル
Melioron.
能力か奴にその能力があるならばとっくに使っていたはずつまり奴らの仲間に自分だけじゃなく仲間も透
Bro,
明に
the
で
fact
き
that
る
they
奴
can
がい
come to
て
these conclusions is wild. Yeah, it's Melioron.
来た。血が
Dude, that left arm is crazy. Had to be Knuckle.
なぜ出てきちまったんだよ
To save y'all, just like he saved Shoot.
見逃してやってくれ
ナックルが拳ではなく言葉にかけたのはユピーの一言に己が揺さぶられたからであった。
Makes sense.
むちゃくちゃだな交換条件にすらなってね
Buying time. It's only a few minutes, man.
ノーだこいつを消せば話は別だ
Ah, he does hold the cards.
これが対等の条件ってもんだろう
Essentially, it's Knuckle trading his life for Moral and Melioron.
ナックルふざけんじゃねえぞ
Big picture, though.
視力を絞ったモラウの叫びは神の共犯者で届かなかった。その声で我に返ったメレオロンは
俺はほっとけダメだそれだけはダメだナックル
Okay, I see what we're doing here. It's about stopping YOUPI. Yeah.
モラウから離れたメレオロンの判断は
ナックル
逆効果だった。
He undid it, man.
これでもうないユピーを倒す術が
We need Killua to come back.
血に染まったモラウの姿がシュートの姿と重なり
I mean, I get it, man. He couldn't let him die.
ポットクリーンは解除した。これで対等。ボスは置いといて。
He said the answer might change, man. He didn't say it would.
俺と勝負。俺をやれ。
嫌なこった。
待てこら。
お前も一緒に来るか。無理だろバカが。
What an interesting conversation.
瞬間移動じゃねえんだ。
But YOUPI knows everything now.
なら早く
is the thing.
後ろのグラサン医者に運ばねえと。
I respect YOUPI a lot here.
護衛を最優先とするなら3人ともこの場で殺すべき。
問題ねえ。てめえらみてえな雑魚ども。
理解していながらそれを実行しない自分にYOUPIは怒りとは一種の苛立ちを覚えていた。
いつでも来い。その時は対等だと思ってやる。
I think he just respects everyone a lot more now.
冷えた感情は逆に物事を単純に考えられなくさせていた。
Oh, okay.
奴らを糧に溜めた怒り。奴らに向ける気がしないのは。
It's not simple. Narrator just said that.
俺はこの怒りを何に誰に放てばいい。
これは成長なのか。YOUPIには分からなかった。
They're doing a lot for these ants, man.
しかしナックルは
It's the same thing. Yeah. Where's Nov?
ボスさあ。
Oh, he's mad.
構うなって
Yeah.
言ったのが。行け。奴はいつでもと言った。なら今行け。無理です。俺もうあいつを駆除する標的としては見れないっす。こっちの真剣を組んでくれたんすよ。悪いやつじゃなかった。
Oh, Knuckle!
ならもうないじゃないっすか。倒す理由なんて。
おうだよ。
Nov?
兵士がどうこうの話じゃない。
He's going through it, man.
会長は予定通りの場所に王を運んだ。護衛軍が今からどう動こうがもう間に合わない。お役ごめんさ。お前たちも。
Okay. That's big information, man.
どうする？もう一度俺が来られるとは限らないぞ。見ての通りこのざまだ。
Oh, he's just so stressed about having to keep coming back. It makes sense. I find this Knuckles situation really interesting.
護衛軍はユピ一人じゃねえ。
This is what I was thinking about. There's still YOUPI and Pito. Now this episode I enjoyed. There was a bit of depth to this one, there was. And a great example of where you can really appreciate the slow paceness and the narrator. Alrighty, so episode 120, it was pretty much just all of this mind game stuff going on between Puff and Moral. And I guess the point of this is to really get an insight into Puff as an ant, as a royal guard. He's been going through a lot of development. And a lot of this is really in hindsight, isn't it? Like whether or not decisions are right or wrong based on what happened. But I like that we drew attention to the fact that this is a level of thinking that Moral is capable of and probably would have thought on if he was at 100%. But we knew from the start of this he wasn't 100%. And Puff like talking down to Moral because of his decision making. Puff doesn't understand that particular detail. And I need to revisit Moral and Knuckle here. I will create only angry clones of you, being Knuckle, when you've lost control of your temper, which he clearly did versus YOUPI, and perhaps when he was looking for Shoot as well. And when that happens, Knuckle needs to join the clones and give careful thought to what must be done. So maybe in a way, this is Moral's way of saying to Knuckle, when you see these clones, it's time for you to calm down and start thinking clearly. If that's the case, I really like that. Lots of teaching teacher-student stuff between Knuckle and Moral these 2 episodes. And Puff becomes really interesting here as well. We haven't really seen him fight yet. It's just all of this evasive stuff. He's got this ability to just split off into these tiny forms, do some reconnaissance. Now, what we got from this has to be Palm. They've captured Palm. Are they turning her into an ant? They said she's about to be born. Christ, that would make so much sense, wouldn't? Oh, dude, that's kind of crazy though. But she's in there. She's just there somewhere. No one's found her yet. And I think her name was Hina and Bizef. Look, again, this is another instance I'm not too invested in right now. Bizef's just trying to stay alive. He's promised Hina all this treasure and everything, and she's like, that sounds good, let's go and get it. And Welfin's following them because he wants Bizef. That's it. We'll see what comes of that. Also, Hina has absolutely no idea what's going on. She still thinks that Leel's potentially alive. She's assumed Cheetah's dead because she was exercising his Nen. We'll see. But back to Puff. So he pulls up to Gon and Pito, and I really enjoyed this interaction because Puff has absolutely no idea what's going on. He can't comprehend what he's seeing in front of him. Doesn't make any sense, just like Netero and Zeno, just like Gon and Killua. Like how could this situation make any sense? But he's able to read that Pito is just completely different here. Pito is in the process of healing Komugi. She can't stop, so she is incapable of fighting Gon. Regardless if at their peaks, Gon or Pito is stronger, it doesn't matter because Pito is preoccupied. And Gon's just on another level of focus right now. Pito knew that if Puff came at Gon with intent to kill, Gon would have killed Komugi. Komugi is like Gon's bargaining chip right now. But currently, I don't think Gon cares about Komugi. She just happens to be something that he can use to, get Pito to heal Kite. But such an interesting situation watching like Puff slowly work things out and strike a deal with Gon, all the while trying to learn from Pito what he can about this situation and ultimately where the king is. But Gon is essentially holding 2 royal guards hostage right now, and Youpi's gone off to find the king. So we're kind of chilling right now, which is crazy. And we saw a little bit of Killua as well. He's recharging, so he's going to be Godspeeding again. And he said he's going to go and join Gon. And he's got the magic word kite with him, which is hilarious. Could be a little 2-on-2 action somehow. I don't know. Gon and Killua, Pito and Puff. I don't know. I'm still really curious to see how all of this Pito stuff pans out. Right, so back to Knuckle and Moral, which was pretty much the rest of the episode. I actually really enjoyed it. So Nob had saved Shoot, and Nob's going through it, man. Like all of this stress he's been put under from this, it's just aged him. He's damn near bald. But he's a real one for coming back and doing this and eventually taking Moral as well. But I enjoyed the interaction with Moral and Youpi to begin with. Moral's reached his limit. We knew it was going to happen. I had a really bad feeling about Moral throughout all of this, but it seems like he's going to be okay for now. But the whole switch up with the clones, like was there ever a real Knuckle here? Like the smoke clone thing is just, it's so deceptive, man. So Youpi goes through like another transformation, and it might take me a minute to fully wrap my head around this. But he's trying to stay completely calm and completely enraged at the same time, like create and destroy, change his body. Youpi had yet to notice why 2 conflicting emotions could exist simultaneously, or what his current predicament was. Now, does that come back at the end of the episode? Is that his like inability to think simply now? Because what I gathered through this is they mentioned that now that Youpi's head is not clouded by all this rage, he can think a bit more clearly now. And instead of looking at Moral, that he calls a fly that's about to die, just like Knuckle, just like Shoot, instead of just ignoring them and deciding they're not important enough to kill, he says, no, I will kill you. And it's a massive sign of respect. Knuckle has seen that and gone, hang on, Youpi's changed now. Moral had resigned to it, but Meliaron has clutched up, got Moral out of there, and Knuckle is forced to reveal himself to stop them from dying, just like he kept revealing himself, to save Shoot and whatnot. But we're so close to Youpi not being able to use Nen. We're so close, and it's been building up for so long, and now it's just not gonna happen, man. Such a tough predicament, man. Like for Youpi, he's still trying to figure everything out, and through this interaction, he learns that there's no teleportation, it's Meliaron and invisibility. He figures out that this is Knuckles' technique. So when they strike this deal, it just completely changes everything, because all of a sudden, Youpi knows that Meliaron and Moral aren't threats. He knows he's physically stronger than Knuckle, and he's just dealt with his ability. He doesn't have to fight him, but it seems like he respects them now. But now that all of this is done, he doesn't have to worry about all of this. His duty is to the king. But this whole situation, Meliaron, I think, did the right thing, right? We're pretty close to Youpi being completely out of the fight, for better or for worse. Meliaron reveals Moral, so Knuckle can hear Moral say, you best leave me to die so you don't have to deactivate your technique. But that backfired because Knuckle then saw Moral's state, reminded him of Shoot, and he just couldn't take it. Because currently Knuckle doesn't know what's happened to Shoot, I can't blame Knuckle, man. It's tough, such a tricky situation. But it's led to everyone being alive and YOUPI's left. Now it gets really interesting here. I'll do my best. YOUPI was meant to know that if his duty was to the king, he should just kill these three straight away. You know, just remove any possibility of them being threats and then go to the king. But he doesn't kill them because of everything that's just happened. He doesn't even know what he should be directing his rage towards. Was this a sign of maturation? Having learned to quarantine his rage and stay calm, YOUPI had lost his ability to see things in simple terms. So it should be as simple as he should kill them, right? But he can't see things that simply anymore. Now it's so deep, he's thinking like, where should I be directing my rage? Okay, I think I understand a bit. But Knuckle is just absolutely cooked from this. And it's on so many levels, because it comes back to the whole, as a warrior, once again, he wasn't important enough for YOUPI to kill. It's a completely different situation because YOUPI just thinks so differently now. But now that YOUPI's done this, Knuckle can't think of YOUPI as someone to destroy. He's spared everyone's lives. He's acknowledged our efforts. He now said that he would kill them instead of just ignoring them. Knuckle's just such a complicated character, man. This is very in his nature, but that is just wild. But I'm glad Knuckle came to the conclusion that there are other royal guards. There's still Puff and Pito, who are currently being preoccupied by Gon. So we might come full circle, and instead of Puff versus Moral, it's Puff versus Knuckle, who is Moral's student. And we get the really good information from Nov that pretty much everything's done. Netero has taken the king. Oh, this is interesting. Netero's taken the king, and if the royal guards leave now, they're not going to get there in time. In time for what? Excuse me? Like, what does that mean? Why is there a time limit on this fight? And I remember Netero said he didn't know if he was going to get through this without having to sacrifice someone. Currently, no one's died. Palm is potentially becoming an ant, but what if Netero is intending just to, you know, kill himself off along with the king? That could make sense. Like, why is there a time limit here? But we still have to deal with the royal guards, one way or another, you know? And that's why Knuckles decided to stay. Damn, I really enjoyed going through that and breaking that down. There's a lot more depth to this sort of situation, and Knuckles been around a lot longer, and Moral, than, for example, the whole Icalgo situation and Icalgo's character from a couple episodes ago. Again, no disrespect. This is a situation I'm just much more interested in. So now where do we go? There was talks of Netero and the king. I'd love to see a bit of that. I don't know what's going to happen with YOUPI, who's like, he's out there, I think, going towards the king, but we're under the impression he's not going to get there. I'd love to see Killua just pull up to Gon and this whole stressful situation. That's something I'm still interested in. I want to see that evolve more. But I think that's going to do it for these two episodes. We're getting close, man. We're getting closer and closer to the end. The epic Gon Killua Netero stuff that I know is still to come. It's going to be great. So thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. And as always, please continue to leave your comments and feedback down below. You know I always appreciate it. And we'll see you all in the next episodes of Hunter x Hunter.